Welcome to season 2 of NASCAR Talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. You already know it with my dog Matt. We're back in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's been a short off season to be serious with you. It's been real short.
hmm Usually the Aussies are like, okay, I'm just gonna, I need a break. Like I usually, this
hmm
is my first time I needed a break, but it's just news keep coming up, coming up, and coming up, coming up. I'm like, damn, like give us a break.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was just news like every single week. It was super
hmm
short. It was so much different this off season. It normally feels like it's a drag, but I think that's
Yeah.
also because I got into a different sport this year watching, college football repping my state.
Yeah. 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 We know.
Hey, hey, listen, first, what was it? 18 playoff, and of course, Ohio State.
Yeah, you guys weren't even supposed to be there, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but besides the point. But yeah, um, Ryan Priest to
yeah,
the
Ryan Preece ended up being the third RFK charter, which they bought from, they bought it from what's this guy's names?
uh, aren't they
Rick
leasing it?
Ware. Rick
Yeah, weren't they
Ware.
leasing it
Yeah,
though?
Rick Ware. They leased it to Rick Ware for
hmm
I think a season. They probably end up just buying it out.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
And they are no longer having two full-time charters. Now they have one full-time charter,
hmm
aka Corey Ware is gonna be the driver for the number 151 Rick Ware Racing machine, which could have been probably used as an all-star car, to be
It,
frank with you, for the four developmental drivers,
hmm
Harrison Burton, you know.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's what it should have been, and it worst kept secret. Kroger going to RFK. We knew Ryan Priest was going to be right behind him. We
hmm
really knew that 100%. But then getting into the lawsuit things, I'm real surprised that everything went through as is, and now they're racing as charter teams. I really think this is just going to disappear now at this point.
Yeah, this rate, I think NASCAR's done because NASCAR's not losing this situation.
Oh
And we
yeah.
can also announce that they do have our 2311 and Front Row do have their third charter.
hmm
So I can finally say it. Riley Herbst has a ride for next season, which makes all the drivers from Cup, Xfinity, Stewart House drivers are all employed full time. And the funny part is they're all in Cup next season.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, actually. And that's another thing. I think we were talking about it the other day. Riley Herbst is the only rookie, and now all of a sudden NASCAR is kind of like, well, we're doing away with the rookie stripes.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that because the whole reason for the rookie stripes was to know who you could work with, who was experienced and who was unexperienced. So
exactly.
I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I think it's a bad move on NASCAR's part, and that's just
Yeah.
my opinion, my take.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like I don't like it either, but what can we do at this rate? NASCAR is just they want to fix one thing and they go 10 step backwards.
Yep. And I think Noah Gregson's got a lot of shoes to fill in that number four car for Front Row
Yeah.
Motorsports. He's driving the number four. He's got Roush Truck Centers that went with him. Apparently, on his hauler for Front Row, does have Bass Pro. He's got a
hmm
lot of sponsor backing coming to that team, and that
Bro,
team
you know
is
what's funny? Three,
young.
three and four, number three and number four are Brass Pro Shop drivers now.
hmm 3, 4, and the 19 still.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I actually expect better from them. Front Rows is getting better, man.
Oh
Like
yeah.
last year was their first year as tier one, now like as tier one Ford. So I guess whatever Haas had is going to them, I guess.
hmm
So I would say that they should be fine, bro. I think they're gonna have a win. Maybe a win or two.
Oh yeah, I think Todd Gilliland steps up. I think Noah Gregson has a chance of winning,
hmm
and then I forget who was the
Zane
last guy.
Smith.
Zane Smith. Okay.
Again, that's another good pickup because I think honestly at the end of the day, he only went to Spire because he had no chance to get another cup, right? I think he only
Yeah.
did it for 1 year to see what's gonna happen with front row, and there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I see coming from that team 100%. I don't know how I feel about RFK Racing either. It feels like they're getting bigger and bigger and they're getting a bigger crowd, bigger fan base behind them each year, but then they're undershooting themselves. Like
But
20
to be fair,
Mhm.
they're still a legendary team. Even they changed the name a bunch of times. They're still a legendary team.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I think Chris Buescher. I think it's do or die for the next 2 years for him. I think if
Yeah,
he doesn't excel next year, or the year before, or the year after, I don't see him being with RFK too much longer. I
they do
mean,
it. Ryan Priest. This is his big chance
yeah.
to finally have a big ride. If he don't succeed, then there's always going to be the what ifs.
And Brad Keselowski's getting to the age where he might retire. Hell, that team might be a whole new young team in the next 3 years.
That's why, like, if I'm like, the Harrison Burtons, you gotta
Hmm.
do well this year. And when we go back to in a minute, when we finish talking about Cup, we'll talk
Oh
about the
yeah.
Xfinity side. But he's gonna be one of those guys that has to start penciling like, yo, I need to step up and try to
Hmm.
get to that ride. To
Oh,
graduate up to, it's not only him though, but yeah, we'll get back to that in a minute.
oh
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's also a filler. What else we had going on? As far as in Cup, I think everybody else was set in stone before the season ended, basically. Well, Mavis and FedEx. Obviously, we knew FedEx was out, but now we know Mavis is out.
That was a heartache for me, to be honest.
I was
Mavis,
like, what?
that was what,
Why?
26 of their 36 races were going to be unsponsored for next
Yep.
year. That was a big shock to me because Mavis was just getting into the sport. They had a tradition every time Denny won in that scheme, they would make a brand new scheme for him to
Hmm.
run until he won in that scheme. That was really cool, but now King's Hawaiian coming on board, which I mean, there's no official word. Like I know it's
I
confirmed, but it's not 100%
I have a
confirmed.
crazy take about this. If Bubba or Riley does not step up, he's going to take one of their seats. I think he'll do
Hmm.
the Stuart Haas role, what
Hmm.
Stuart did when he went to Stuart Haas, go to
Yeah.
race for my team. And I think that will benefit Danny because as much as everybody says that drivers don't bring sponsorships like that, bro, Kyle Busch got a whole bunch of sponsorships as soon as he left JGR. As soon
Oh
as he left
yeah.
JGR, all these sponsors are coming out of nowhere. I know
Hmm.
RCR took their sponsors they already have, but you see more coming in like Lucas Oil, like
Oh yeah.
so he's not the driver. I think he's just more like a JGR thing, to be frank with you. That's just how I see it. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
think Joe Gibbs still has that mindset. He has to work with one sponsor mostly throughout the whole season, and it doesn't work
Yeah.
like that.
And I mean, JGR even also, I think it's also a punch to the gut as well for FedEx because a smaller rival known as Saia, another transport company kind of like FedEx, is sponsoring Ty Gibbs. I know that's not 100% confirmed. I know
Hmm.
Saia's website confirmed it that they're going to be on Ty Gibbs 54,
Yeah.
but there's no word from the team that that's 100% true,
Hmm.
but that's still another big blow. I mean, Saia is not as big as FedEx, but I just find it funny because
And
I'm in the
then
transport industry.
exactly. So me personally, the one I'm gonna be looking out for more for the four drivers is gonna be Chase Briscoe and Christopher Bell because I think Christopher Bell now he has the fucking shackles. Finally, you're freaking out of his damn leg.
Hmm.
Do what you
Yep.
can throughout the week and go from there. So
Oh
if he
yeah.
can do dirt racing throughout the whole season, I think that's gonna make him more happy.
Hmm.
Same thing with Briscoe. Briscoe loves doing that, but why was now Ty Gibbs wants to do it all of a sudden?
I mean, I know Ty was doing it last year and the year before because his grandfather's like, "Don't worry, Ty, you can go do whatever you want." But Christopher Bell, no, you can't do anything.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you got to get the shack. I think some drivers need the shackles off to
Hmm.
excel in the sport because some drivers like to have a break within the freaking NASCAR and still race somewhere else. Like
Hmm.
Larson did, bro. Larson has not stopped this whole entire offseason.
Oh no, he hasn't. Chili Bowl winner, three-time Chili Bowl winner,
Three
just as
times.
a
Yep.
few weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I want to stay on the topic of JGR while we're still here. Ty Gibbs, I think this is either going to be a breakout year for him or it's going to be a die year for him. He's got to do something. He's got to make a big push. He's got to get into the playoffs. He's got to at least get a win.
Yep.
More
It's already
consistency from him.
it's already time is ticking on this part. I
Hmm.
know again he's still young, but still. You started this whole trend of bringing kids because he did start that trend. Because now
Yep.
we got more kids than anything in the Cup Series. I know people don't like that, but at the end of the day, we're in the new generation.
Oh
Speaking
yeah.
of, I'm going to move on with them. When we move on, we'll have another team I want to bring up because we're talking about kids.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, like Ty Gibbs started that whole trend. Kids coming in to the sport. I mean, technically it was Todd Gilliland that was coming in first and
Hmm.
Harrison Burton, but still, like they started that trend. Kids starting already to start driving the Cup Series. It makes sense. Same thing with
Yeah.
Cindric.
I mean,
So,
also like back in the day, that's all we saw were young guys coming into the sport. Look at Kyle Busch. I think we had this discussion the other day with Kyle Busch being what, 16 years old in the Truck
yep,
Series.
exactly. But then again, we didn't have it as we have it better though, because remember, young to us was like mid 20s, almost 30s coming into to the Cup Series.
Hmm.
During those times, they're still excelling in the Busch Series.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by like it's changed completely.
Hmm.
Now your 18 or 18, 19-year-olds are going to Xfinity. So it's like it's good. It's getting better in a way, in my opinion. But it's good and bad because truck is not looking as good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm a little scared of. I feel like Truck's going to be replaced. I don't. This is just my hot take. I think Truck might be replaced with that EV series if
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
popularity
thinking
don't
of at
go up.
this rate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at this rate.
But
But
that'd be a big blow, to my
mhm.
opinion.
But yeah, definitely like I'm gonna move on from AGR. Like I said, Trackhouse. This is what I mean by kids.
Oh gosh, yes.
This is the 1 year making of it, I guess, that we knew that his who Connor Zillage is. And
Hmm.
is this 1 year that we already have known like who is this kid is he has done nothing but excellency.
Hmm.
This kid only raced 9 races in ARCA Menards in general, and he has 5 wins in the ARCA Menards East and West, like combined both of them. So the fact that this kid's only 18 years old, not only that, he won his first race on an Xfinity race, his first ever Xfinity race, he won. Not only that he won, he beat the likes of SVG,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ty
That and then
Gibbs.
17 years old, winning the 24-hour Rolex race at Daytona, being part of that winning team
Hmm.
at he's 17 years old. Like literally a couple weeks later, he couldn't race at ARCA at Daytona because it
Yeah,
was a super speedway.
exactly. It's like it's again like this that one kid that took advantage of. Okay, you don't want
Hmm.
to put me in a NASCAR car. I'm gonna go do other disciplines that's gonna make me better
Oh
overall.
yeah.
Even though it's not circles, I know he's not doing ovals and stuff like that. But honestly, being a road ringer as a kid is actually good for your mindset because
Hmm.
once you start getting, you can master the ovals, you'll be fine. So the
Oh
fact
yeah.
that this kid's already doing the whole Oh, not only he has a 24-hour Rolex, I forgot the second one that he already has. He has a 12-hour Sebring.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Exact. I just remembered today too. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
he has something else. I'm like, and then he won a Mazda series at the Watkins Glen too.
Okay, I
Ex
didn't. Well, that kid's like literally stat padding right now, and I mean he's a
exactly.
big influence. The reason why Trackhouse was well, him and SVG both big reason Red Bull's
Hmm.
coming in back into the
I'm
sport.
so happy they're back.
Oh my gosh, I saw a post the other day that made me think about the old school Red Bull. The
Yep, me
cars were
too.
so beautiful
Me
when they were
too. Yep.
destroyed.
What's it called? Brian Vickers and AJ
Hmm.
Allmendinger, but who made it cool was Casey Kane. Let's be real.
What, for the half a season he was with
Hey,
Red Bull
he
Racing?
won. He did win a race. He
Did
did
he
win a
really?
race.
See, I was out of NASCAR at that time. I wasn't
Yeah,
watching,
I
so
looked
I
at it. He
mean.
did win a race for Red Bull, so
Wow, did not was it Pocono?
I don't
It
remember what
seems like a
race it
Pocono
was.
race.
I don't remember what race he won, but I know he won with the four in Red
Hmm.
Bull. But yes,
Well,
like Trackhouse, man, Trackhouse is doing the exact opposite of every other team is gonna do.
hmm.
They're bringing in international stars because again they're trying to be different in every shape and form, and it's worked out for them so far.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't know. This isn't confirmed. I was just on Twitter earlier, and I did see something about Max Verstappen
I would
racing at
not be
Mexico.
surprised. But then again, it's the
That
same weekend as Canada GP, so I highly doubt it.
yeah, but I mean, he could fly. I mean, it would be kind of cool because Red Bull Racing and F1, but with his sponsorship in NASCAR,
Yeah.
it's more open than it has ever been before.
Hmm. But yeah, it's we're getting there, man. Elio Castaneves, bro. I actually get to see Elio Castaneves racing a NASCAR race. I would have never thought
That's yeah.
it was gonna happen. Like if it was either him or Tony Kanaan, I would have been so happy. But we got
Hmm.
Elio too. It was like, I'll take it.
Yeah, and I mean every what 45 45 46 entries to the Daytona 500.
Hmm.
I mean that's the most we've had since 2015. The NASCAR had to make a rule just so Helio Cat I can't pronounce it Castroneves. Sorry if I
You
butchered
said
it.
it right. You said it right.
Okay,
Castaneves.
good,
Yeah.
good, good, good. Um,
I get it
they had
wrong
to
too sometimes.
yeah, and they had to make a rule for I think basically like a champions provisional from like outside series that they're guaranteed a spot in the
But I
race no
think he's gonna
matter
make it
what.
on speed. He's gonna make it on speed, to be honest with
Um,
you.
yeah. I
And
mean,
then
if
there's the topic about that Mike Wallace. That's oh, why he should be in there. First of all, if you haven't done any not even NASCAR, I'm talking about driving in general. You haven't done anything in the last few years. Why you deserve a spot? Why you even think they consider you to come in?
yeah, exactly. Exactly. If he came in and he was able to go to the track and test, and that he could show that even though 5 years not being behind a wheel and he still has it, okay, that's one thing. But NASCAR, in my opinion, making that, deeming him unfit out of nowhere, I mean, I understand both sides, but deeming him unfit and he hasn't even had a chance to be on track or any type of
They
track
should have just
time.
let him prepare himself. But then again,
Oh,
he didn't
yeah.
take the initiative either. So it's like it goes in both. As
Yeah.
best I see, it goes in both ways. And then Elio's out here doing freaking endurance racing at 50 years old, bro. Like, come on, I don't want to hear it. Like I said, I don't want to hear when people complain
Oh,
about that.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
Elio doing freaking endurance racing. Like, come on, come on. That's why I like them. And I know you don't know these drivers. But Kevin Magnussen, his dad is like 50 something. He still does endurance racing. Kevin Magnussen used to race in Formula One for Haas F1.
That sounded familiar. The
But
the
yes, his
Magnuson, that name sounded
yeah,
familiar.
they're more known for the endurance racing when Chip
Hmm.
Ganassi was doing it. Like they were doing it a lot with Chip.
Okay. Yeah, but I know we're still a little bit on the Trackhouse subject. I just want to note
Yeah,
one
dude.
thing. Trackhouse is underperforming today. Right now, the 24-hour Rolex is going on at Daytona. They're underperforming. I don't know what class they're in because I don't know crap about
I don't know
endurance
shit
racing.
about. I'm like trying to learn. I'm still learning about that as I go. Like, trust
Yeah,
me, I know. I learning as I go.
that's exactly how I am. You're teaching me a lot more. I mean, hell, I don't know anything about F1, but you're teaching me more. Hell, I didn't know Honda was in the sport for crying out loud.
Technically, it's powertrains, but yes, yes. But yes, going back to Trackhouse. But yes, Trackhouse has. I think they're doing everything in the right direction.
Hmm.
If they can get that RCR equipment to work, then they're gonna be fine. That's the problem we have with Trackhouse. They're working with RCR as far as equipment because they don't have the tier one Chevy yet.
Which I think they, if once they figure that out, it's game over. Trackhouse is going to be dominant. Another
Hmm.
thing, Ross Chastain, he needs to perform. That Budweiser sponsorship is the most lucrative sponsorship in NASCAR.
Of course.
If this guy cannot perform this year or next year and have another breakout season like he did in 2022 and early 2023, I see him out the door, or I see Budweiser leaving out because
I
right
see
now,
that honestly, bro. I see Daniel Suarez is gonna be the odd man out of this the three cars. After this season because if
hmm
Connor Zillage is already getting reps and if Connor Zillage is doing good,
hmm
it's game over for Suarez. And I hate to say that because I like Daniel, but it's again it's a business at the end of the day.
I mean, yeah, but Suarez got a win last year.
Yes, I get it, granted, but he's on
Hmm.
a 1 year deal. That's the problem too. He's already on
Yeah,
a 1 year deal.
yeah, because that Budweiser, well, technically, even if Zillage comes up and Budweiser wanted to swap to somebody young, they couldn't swap the Zillage until he's 21 years
Yep.
old. And Budweiser, I'm sorry, Trackhouse right now has the most lucrative sponsors. They have the most money backing right now.
Hmm.
With Pitbull in their corner, Budweiser, Red Bull, they are the strongest team at as the moment. They just got to get this tier, what is it, tier two
Tier
Chevy or
two
whatever.
Chevrolet. Yeah, I think they're tier two because I don't think
They
RCR is tier one.
That's another one. Kyle Busch. I think
Now,
he's
yep,
at.
we're shifting gears to RCR. Yep, now
Yep.
that we're talking about this topic, yeah,
Uh,
we're shifting
I
gears to
think
RCR.
I think Kyle Busch. I think Kyle Busch retires this year. I think this might be
I,
his
me
last year.
personally, I think he does better
Hmm.
because of the fact that he did the same thing Kyle Larson is doing. The size going to abroad, but he's
Hmm.
doing the same thing that Kyle Busch was doing. Kyle Larson, I mean, go into every dirt race he can learn, do whatever he can. Actually, running more because I did see him run a lot. So I
Yeah.
guess he's just trying to get that health back in shape because I don't think those cup cars are for people that are little chunky. I
Oh
don't think
no.
that's why Denny's always fit.
I mean, Denny had a beer gut on him last year. That was funny. He had a lot of the drivers. Tyler, I'm sorry, but fitness in NASCAR. I'm sorry. I know we're still talking about Richard Childress Racing, but like Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, there is a lot of guys that have gained some weight. Like you could see it in their guts throughout the end of last season. It's
And
like,
that's why the performance ain't there for those drivers.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
That's why you see Kyle Larson is one of the best because this man's like this. He's literally like a freaking toothpick.
He's Mark Martin without the muscles.
Yep, and the championship, and he has a championship.
Yeah, you got a point with the championship. I'm sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark.
But yes, like yes, like I said, like, a lot of driver is becoming more. You gotta be fit. You gotta be more
hmm
fit in these cup cars today.
Yep. I also see something coming up. I think NASCAR, I believe, might let out the charters, and I think RCR can pick up one more, right? I think one more. I think RCR needs a charter to stay afloat
Yep.
because yes, if Kyle Busch retires this year, we know Austin Dillon ain't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. But he has Jesse Love and Austin Hill. Those two guys need to be in the Cup Series.
Hmm.
Austin Hill is a fantastic super speedway racer. There are six super speedway
Literally, he's a
races.
super speedway merchant, bro.
hmm And I think
Literally,
yeah, and I think in a couple years, I think Jesse Love might be ready after I would say 2026. I think he would
I
be.
am so glad he left JGR. I am
hmm
so glad he left JGR because I told people Jesse Love's gonna be good, but
Oh yeah.
it's not JGR's not for everybody. It's literally not for everybody because Grandpa Joe running things is not the same, you know.
Oh yeah, no. And then let's just shift gears. I we got to get Hendrick out of the way.
Yeah,
No big
yes.
changes. Um
Well, Corey Day signed the developmental driver's deal, whatever you
oh
want
yeah,
to call it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He did. He signed that developmental deal.
But now they have
Also,
two drivers in their flare with that because obviously I think Raj is still
mhm.
considered part of the flare too. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Rajah Caruth and Connor Day, right?
Corey Day.
I'm thinking Connor Daly, I think's the other guy's
Yeah, you're
name.
thinking about Connor
There's
Daly who raced in IndyCar. Yes,
it
I know who
it
you're
it
talking about.
it's confusing. Okay, there's so many names coming in and out of the sport. They
Yeah.
don't, in a couple of years, I'll know. But in the Cup side of things, Hendrick Motorsports, I don't think there was any big changes other than Hooters leaving last year. Um, Other than that,
That's it.
Hendrick's just
Yeah.
doing Hendrick. I think
I
Bowman
still
needs.
think I'm gonna rank you the Hendrick
Mhm,
drivers because I know we follow more of them.
mhm.
Obviously Larson's the number one guy at Hendrick. Number two, a lot of people are gonna be so mad about it, but I'm gonna say it anyways. It's Willie B. Willie B has proven that he could be the best number two driver on that team. So you know where I'm going with number three at this.
If you say Bowman, I'm just gonna go ahead and
No,
put the
Chase
phone down.
Elliott. Chase Elliott. Chase
Okay,
Elliott.
thank gosh.
No, Chase Elliott is the third best driver on that team, and the fourth best obviously is Bowman. Bowman's always going to be the fourth best driver on that team.
Oh yeah, I think this is how I rank him. Of course, Larson number one. He'll always be number one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Chase Elliott at the end of last year impressed me enough. If he can keep up what he was doing at the end of last year, I'm sorry, Willie B, you ain't number two anymore.
But we
I
need
mean,
those
Willie
wins
B.
from Chase Elliott.
hmm
That's another thing too.
Yes, Chase Elliott needs to bring back his wins. He's sucked in the next gen car. He proved a lot last year, in my opinion. I think Bowman is on his way out. I think he's just keeping the seat warm right now for somebody coming up from Xfinity.
Or it could be like I said, Raja. It could be Raja. It could be
hmm
Corey Day and Justin Haley because obviously Spire,
Yep, Justin Haley's in that.
which is one of I love the topic that we're gonna bring up when it comes to Spire when we
hmm
get there because I like Spire going into next year too.
Oh, yeah, well, we can transition right into
There
Spire
you go.
because there ain't much going on
Hendrick
with Hendrick.
Motorsports B team. That's what I call it. Hendrick
Yeah.
Motorsports B team. They're doing the same thing Trackhouse is doing. They're trying to do things differently.
hmm
They are well, we'll talk about the cup program first. They
Yeah.
do have if you needed a veteran presence on that team because obviously Corey LaJoy was the veteran presence, but he was not the guy for that. He was not the guy for the job, which is why they brought in Michael McDowell. Again, Michael McDowell with Travis Peterson on board. They already worked together. They already know what to do. It's going to be a great fit for that team. Not
Oh,
only
yeah.
that, they also brought in, I think they brought in Mac McCall on that team too.
Oh, yeah.
Mac
I'm pretty
McCall's on
sure
that
as
team
well.
too.
And what, Rodney Childers, too, I
Ronnie
think
Childers
is.
is in the seven. Yeah, Ronnie
hmm
Childers in the seven.
And isn't there a third? Isn't Zane Smith on there as
No, he's
well?
not. The third driver is Carson Hocevar. The young
Oh.
rookie sensation, bro. This kid was so good last year. And I told people last year when he was coming up, it's gonna take time, but he's gonna be good. And he improved so much so quickly. If he can calm down with trying to take out people drive, it's not his fault. I just feel like
hmm
he needs to just calm it down, like relax, relax.
I
If he can
I
relax out there, he'll be fine. Bro, at
I
Homestead, I saw
mm,
him. He didn't go nowhere near. He didn't stop top 10. He was in the top 10 all race long at Homestead.
I I want to do apologize. I completely forgot about Carson Hocevar.
It's okay.
Another young guy, young talent. A lot of things about Spire Motorsports that's really kind of getting to me this year a little bit. Michael McDowell is, I'm correct. He did go to Spire. I
Yep.
haven't paid too
The
much
71
attention.
car. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
an early transfer that happened.
yeah. That's why it's been a short off season because it's like I can't
Hmm.
remember a lot of things. But Michael McDowell, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, he's a super speedway merchant. He's not in the Ford program anymore. He's with the Chevy program. Yes, he's in the Hendrick B team, but I don't see him getting the pools like he did when he was with Front
Nah,
Row
he's not gonna get it
Motorsports.
next season. Definitely not. That's
Oh
still
yeah.
Ford's bread and butter.
Oh yeah, definitely 100%. But I mean, Carson Hocevar, there's a limit on how aggressive you can be. At Martinsville, I think the tempers were starting to get to him.
Hmm.
He needs to keep his head cool.
Yep.
He's got to be aggressive, but at the same time be courteous and cautious.
Yep. Exactly.
Hmm.
Yep. And then obviously who else we got left on that damn Justin Haley has to step up because
Hmm.
if they did all this thing for you to come to back to Aspire, you need to step up. And you got
Oh
Rodney
yeah.
Childers to work with you, you got to step up.
Oh yeah,
Not
definitely.
only you got Rodney Childers working with you, you got Matt McCall working for you because Matt McCall will be in charge of the whole entire team, like
Hmm.
the three cars. So you got people ahead and your shoulders around you. So it's time to go. Like it's
Oh yeah.
time to go because if you don't go, you're never gonna get far.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna shift gears from, I guess, unless you still have one more take or
Oh no. I'm good. I'm good.
RCR's B team calling racing their B team.
Colleague, their cup program.
They don't know what to do at this rate, bro, because
They,
they change the drivers every 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong, though. Daniel Hemrick was not the best choice for them last year.
No, and then now AJ Allmendinger's coming back. But I
It's like, bro,
think
stop playing with this man's feelings, bro. Like back and
just
forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like,
literally all you have to do for AJ, leave him in Xfinity. He has proven to be great in Xfinity. Just give him a third car. You don't have to charter it, nothing. Just so we can trophy hunt in the Cup Series.
mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all AJ
And
needs.
then Ty Dillon, this is his best chance, bro. He never. I know he'll get me at this before you get me. I'm gonna hear me out. Hear me out. And I find out this is why I like Ty Dillon now. I found out that he didn't want to do nothing what Grandpa was doing for Austin. He wanted
Hmm.
nothing to do with that when he come to Cup. He wanted to do it on his own.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that I gave him props for that, and the fact that he hasn't been able to get into decent equipment until now, because I think Colin
Hmm.
can be a decent equipment with the right people.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was
And this is his best chance at a good ride because Calling doesn't play either. And Calling
no.
could have had the thing is they had their future secured. They had their
Hmm.
future already secured for this segment. We have they have two drivers there now in their Xfinity program, but we'll talk about that in the next video, but we're still doing Cup.
Yeah.
But this is his best chance. If Ty Dillon does not step up, he can go too.
Yep.
Because he's still gonna have kids coming behind him. So
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I'm trying to remember whatever other teams. 2311. I
yes,
know we already talked about the charter debacle.
We haven't done Toyotas yet. Yeah.
I know, didn't we do JGR?
Yes, we did. Yes,
But
JGR, my bad.
we didn't even go into 2311. 2311 bringing in Riley Herbst and the number 35. That whole team is like literally sponsored by Monster. I think Bubba
It
Wallace
makes
Stewart.
sense though. It makes sense because
Oh yeah.
they already got relationships with Monster. It makes sense
Hmm.
in every shape and form.
And the thing I love, I'm just going to say this real quick. Tyler Reddick's paint scheme or not, yeah, Tyler Reddick's paint scheme for the Clash has the
The
Jordan
Jordan one,
logo
right?
and it says unbannable as a piece of duct tape. I'm like, that's
Let's
awesome, bro.
go. You see,
Um,
I hate Denny for some reasons, but this like
mhm.
don't hate Denny at the same time now. I'm starting to like him now because he can get with the times. I'm like certain. Yes,
He's like,
this I'm a trophy hunt and I'm gonna go to the Ohio State.
but yeah, I think this year, like I said, this is probably another person on the watch list. Bubba Wallace, he's got to do good. I mean, he's been
He's been
consecutively
so
good.
bro. This is the best
He's
season I've ever seen from Bubba, even though he did not have that win.
he's got to break through. He
Yep.
has to break through this year. I think this is do or die for him too. I'm not going to say this year's the do or die. I think this year's the year he has to break out, or
The stats
2311
are
might.
there. The
Yeah, the
stats
stats
are
are there.
there. It's just
The
the
stats
wins
are
are
there.
not there.
Yes. And in a series where you win and you're in,
Exactly.
that's everything.
Exactly.
And this guy
Exactly.
cannot do that.
And he doesn't have Booty Barker now on his shoulders anymore as far as on the crew chief side because they promoted Booty Barker to somewhere else within the team. So I think it's a new crew chief. It kind of makes sense for him. It's time to have a new crew chief. As long as he can him and Freddie Kraft actually, they're super funny on Instagram and
Mhm.
Twitter, bro. So that I like that too. Like they have the driver spotter,
Yeah.
relationship. That's pretty. Freddie Kraft's actually really cool. I met him at Homestead. He's really cool.
And he's part of that Door Bumper Clear, or used to be part of that Door Bumper
Yeah,
Clear podcast,
with
right?
TJ Majors. Yep.
Okay, okay. I just want to, were
I
those
think he's
all
still.
spotters?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did not know that.
yeah. TJ
I know
Majors. Yep.
I know TJ Majors, wasn't he Junior's old um
Yeah.
spot? Oh, real quick. Junior
Yes.
Motorsports in the
Yes.
Cup Series.
Yes. I
Holy
was gonna wait
crap.
that till later on, but yes.
I just brought it up now because we just talked about it. I mean,
I was
Chris
so happy,
Stapleton.
bro. I was so happy with that announcement, bro. It's honestly the best driver you could have put out throughout that whole entire core. It was Justin Allgaier. That was your best choice
Oh my
because
gosh, best choice. You have Chris Stapleton, an
yep,
American hero to country boys like myself. I love Chris
I don't
Stapleton.
listen to country like that. So yeah,
Oh, I
you know,
love
I'm
it.
more of a rocker dude.
I listen, I love country. Chris Stapleton has a song named Parachute, and I
Mhm.
hope they play that in replays of Justin Allgaier going in circles. Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. I
When I heard
think
that announcement, I'm like, oh my God, they're
mhm,
here. They're
I
finally here. Like,
I did and Junior said last year he has no interest in going to the Cup Series unless there was a good funding with him.
man, it's all talk, bro.
I mean, holy crap. I know we're running short on
Honestly,
time, but
honestly, it might not just be us, Justin Allgaier. That's what when I meant about the whole Connor Zilic thing. It might be also
mhm.
Connor getting a rep or two.
Oh yeah, with the funding from Red Bull over to JRM just for, Cup side for like a race here, race there. Because Project 91, they're gonna have somebody in that car at every big event this year, like Coda, this and that. Like
Exactly.
Junior could be like, hey, you want to get in my car and make me some money?
Of course.
And I mean,
Exactly.
I know we're running low on time. We can stay on this topic, and then for the next video, we'll go straight to Xfinity, right to
Yeah, we'll do the
JRM and
Cups because
Xfinity.
still a couple more teams in Xfinity. I mean, Cup Series we haven't finished. So,
Oh, there is a
but
couple
yeah,
more.
yeah, there's still a couple more.
Well, then they're
We
not
haven't talked
important.
about, bro. You're missing
Oh,
Legacy.
Penske. Oh, I
I
forgot
was
about
waiting for
Penske.
them. I will wait for them. We can do Legacy real quick and then we go on to Penske
No, I forgot about Legacy. Yeah, go ahead.
and Haas and
Yeah, so
Haas.
Legacy and Penske. Yeah, okay.
And Haas, and we missing Haas as well. But yes, Legacy, they gotta find that speed. And now I know why they sucked ass. The reason why I heard they sucked ass because they're tier one Toyota, but with no support of JGR of any kind. JGR is not giving him no tools, none of that stuff.
Well, yeah, when Jimmy Johnson's tearing up on JGR for however many decades, I mean, of
Exactly.
course. And they just they need to figure something out. I think more in
I
the
still think John Hernimacek is the guy, but we're doing this. But yeah,
yeah. I don't think Eric Jones is either. I don't think anybody on their team
no,
has it, to be honest.
they got to bring in Corey Heim at this rate. But yeah, but
Hmm. Corey
But
Heim.
going back to it, I don't have really much to say about Legacy. You just got to get better. That's how I
Yeah,
see it as.
Penske. I hope Haas.
Speaking of, wait, before we have one more
Mhm.
team we can talk about, Haas Factory team,
I keep forgetting about them.
aka the fourth RFK car, because they're running everything on their campus. Apparently, everything that they have is through RFK, which it might be better for them because they had no support of Ford any kind last season. So the fact that you're
Yeah.
getting some help from RFK, they might be putting some heads. And Cole Custer's not a bad driver either. So
Oh
that's
no, he
just
proved himself. He went back to Xfinity and he proved himself.
mm-hmm.
But I
Well,
mean, the
right.
cars are different. We'll
Yep,
wait and see.
exactly. Well, wait and see.
Haas, Haas is doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that Haas stayed and they kept the charter.
Yep.
That's actually really great because Haas has been
I'm
in
so happy with
forever.
that. I'm so
It's
happy with that.
different now knowing that they're affiliated with RFK because back in the day they were affiliated with Hendrick. They were running
I
all
remember
Hendrick
that. Yes, I
chassis.
remember that. They were on Hendrick equipment. All right, so the last topic is we have 3 minutes left. Penske.
I, I, I don't know what to say with Penske. Blaney's good. Joey Logano, even though being an even year last year, he still did great. He won the championship. Austin Cindric, I think this year he breaks through. I
And if
think
Austin
he'll
Cindric did not have that wrecking at Talladega, he would have made it
Talladega.
to the round of eight.
Yes, and Austin Cindric.
Austin Cindric has stepped up so much
And
throughout
I've been
this season.
behind him since he was in the Xfinity Series. He
Hmm
is
I
my
always
second
liked him,
favorite
bro.
driver.
Yeah, I always liked him too. Like him and Briscoe
Hmm
going out in the Xfinity series, like damn, I can't wait to see that in Cup because they both
hmm
can drive.
Him and Allmendinger, everybody, him and Hemrick. Even when Hemrick won his championship, they were
Yep,
going at it. And I don't even think he
exactly,
was fighting for the championship.
exactly. And then oh, we missed one more team, the Hayak Racing, whatever it's called.
To a hawk, yeah.
Yeah, Tuhawk, whatever that shit's called.
I don't even know I don't know the car number, don't know who's driving.
Still 47 and Ricky Reckhouse.
Oh shit. I forgot. You should have said the old JTG. Uh,
Doherty, yeah, they did
that
Doherty, yeah.
team, I'm sorry. Ricky, I love you. You were a great racer. You were
Kroger's
going to make a
gone,
good
so they're
fit.
they're screwed.
They are literally screwed. I don't know who's sponsoring them. Who's
I don't know, to be honest
I
with you.
I feel bad for Ricky because he's held that organization down for like the last what 5, 6 years,
Hmm
and he's still a great racer. He's still a great racer.
Yep.
I I hope. I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that. That team, they're going to disband. I hate to say it.
They're gonna
If
sell that
not this
charter
year,
eventually.
next year, yeah.
Hmm
But I think Ricky might sign a deal, an extension almost, and kind of
hmm
do like a you're buying this charter, we'll give you everything with the team, including contracts. You are getting like that's how good Ricky is.
Yep,
Like
exactly.
I'm not gonna doubt Ricky at all.
So yep, definitely. But that is the Cup, guys. We got our little preview review of Cups of what rosters we have because a lot of
Hmm
changes happened when we last year. Now we're gonna go to the Xfinity side because we have a lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll be right
Ex
back.
Yep.
Welcome to part two of our season previews of Xfinity and Truck. I'm Nino. We're back. What's going on, Matt? You already know we're down for part two. We missed something before we get started. We forgot about the Wood brothers. The Penske fourth car led by Josh Berry.
Yeah. I see them doing a lot this year, to be honest, with Josh Berry. Didn't they sign some other big per name too?
I know Jeremy Bolins had left because Jeremy Bolins
Okay.
went to RFK.
Okay. Yeah, I think I see them doing pretty good this year. I mean, they got their win at Daytona this year.
Hmm
I'm hoping that, Josh Berry can do a little bit more than Harrison Burton did, to be honest. And we'll get to Harrison Burton later.
I have a driver I want to talk about. But we're gonna wait to the end of the episode and we'll figure it out who we talking about at the end.
Yeah. Yep.
But let's get this started with the rosters on the Xfinity on the truck side. Let's go with Spire first because you know I was waiting to talk about this one already.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't think that kid would act. The kid I'm talking about is Andres Perez. I would have never thought that he'll get on
Mm-mm.
a Spire truck. I knew he'll probably graduate the truck eventually, but not. I didn't think it was gonna be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he is the Arc of an Arts champion, but I didn't think that people really like him that much for him to go to Spire. I know who he was, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But the fact that he's already getting a chance to go to Spire, he has a teammate with Raja. Like
Mm-hmm.
they can work together, and then Corey Day will be part-time driver for the seven truck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
That's probably gonna be an all-star car with Kyle Busch and some other drivers eventually.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely the Hendrick guys. The Hendrick guys, they do their
Hmm
stint halfway through the year where they go down to either trucks or Xfinity and do whatever the
hmm
hell they want.
That's the lineup. Thor Sport, I think they stayed the same. Yeah, they
Yeah,
stayed the same.
they stayed the same. Hopefully, having a new truck driver soon, hauler
Hmm
driver. I
Yep.
hope. I hope.
Let's get this man to get a Thor Sport job, guys. You can give us behind the scenes on Thor Sport. And another big team that I talk about is on Tricon Garage. They have a lot of brand new faces coming into this year. Obviously they kept Corey Heim, which
Hmm
sucks. It really sucks, bro. I feel bad for Corey Heim.
Yeah.
He's just not part of the JGR's plans. That's why he's
hmm
not in the Xfinity program this year.
Yeah.
He's not part of their plans.
Corey Haim's been doing real good in trucks. He's just got to keep grinding. He's got to be on that
Hmm.
grind. Somebody's going to see him and steal him, even if that's Chevy or Ford.
Exactly. They're going with two rookies this year, so they're going with they do have Tanner Grace coming back.
Hmm.
So that's the one of their drivers are coming back. They do have an all-star lineup with so far is William Sawalich, Brandon Jones, Wallace Allen, and Brent Cruz. That's gonna be a driver you're gonna have to watch out for in on the Arc Menards series this year because I heard he's really good. So, but
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna bring up Gio Ruggiero. Yeah, Gio Ruggiero, that's his name. He just graduated also from Arc of Menards to Tricon Garage with the
Okay.
same Toyota development program. And last but not least, I was waiting when she was gonna actually get her damn yeah, I said she because it's a she to finally get her chance in the in trucks. I think she's been waiting already for 2 or 3 years. Tony Bridinger.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. Yeah, but yeah, I know you're
It's
talking about the Raising Cane's girl.
yes, the Racing Canes girl. But yes, it's long overdue though. It's very long overdue. I feel like
Hmm.
every chance she had in the truck series with Tricon, she's been better than a lot of
Hmm.
drivers that are in the truck series.
Yeah.
So the fact that we have her coming in, I think she does replace us. She's the only sole female now in the top three nationwide series programs in all
Hmm.
three because Haley
Yep.
Deegan went to IndyCar.
Yep.
So she's
Sad.
replacing yeah, I guess. But again, yeah, it's a good opportunity for her. She stayed in Toyota, unlike Haley, because Haley Deegan thought, I don't know who put it in her head that she should have went to Ford. I think she messed up going to Ford. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I thought, wasn't she always though with Ford?
No, she was with Toyota.
I did not know that. I
Yeah,
thought she
she was
came
with
in straight.
Toyota.
Okay, I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
Yeah. She went straight to Toyota. But yeah, going back to it, yeah. So it's 5 trucks on Tricon. I don't think no one
Mhm.
cares about them having 5 trucks.
Yeah,
And another big team, front row, upgraded from 1 to 2 trucks.
they did. See, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes. So what's this guy's name? Chandler Smith is the second truck driver in front row. Again, he had to. Again, this is why I don't like about this. It's not his fault, but I feel like he should have never been bought out from calling in the first place.
Hmm.
If he would have stayed in calling, he would have been perfectly fine. He
Oh
actually probably
yeah.
would have graduated already to Cup because calling liked him, and he was getting. And it's not like he was not getting reps in Cup. He was getting reps in Cup
Oh
with
yeah.
Calling's third car, so it made no sense.
Oh yeah, no doubt. To be honest, he did real good towards the end of the year last year. I know they should have brought him up the cup. Should have kept AJ at Xfinity,
Hmm.
but that's a me thing. That's a me thing.
Again, I just feel like JGR are a bunch of assholes in this department, in that department, because JGR had no business bringing in Chandler Smith. He got a bunch of kids,
Hmm.
but
Bunch of them.
again, we never know what's gonna we not know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
was
Sorry,
not
I'm no help here because I don't know crap about trucks.
I mean Chandler Smith is in a competitive cup. I mean
Oh
truck
yeah.
car because front row is really good.
Hmm. Didn't
Because
they
front
get the petty GMS? Well, the GMS, or is GMS their own team?
GMS is their own team.
I didn't know that. See, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know
You're
nothing
good.
about trucks.
You're good. Yeah, so Lane Riggs and Chandler Smith are gonna be teammates.
Oh yeah, Lane Riggs. I think he's gonna be breakout in trucks this year. Not gonna lie, he
Bro, he
tore it
was
up
so
as
good.
a
Yeah, he did.
not even a playoff driver, and he
Mm-hmm.
tore it up. Scott Riggs
Exactly.
can. Woo.
Exactly. Another big team I want to bring up, Bill McAnally. Um, they had what's this kid's name? They had 2 kids that graduated to Xfinity. What's this? Oh my God, what's this? Ekis. There you go.
Oh,
Ekis.
Eckes. Wait,
Ekis.
he went. Oh my God, I don't even remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
Eckes
so
went to
McAnally
Xfinity.
is getting a whole new driver lineup going into one driver retained, which was Tyler Encrek. He was pretty good,
Hmm.
but he got graduated to because Tyler Ankrick stayed, so they have him in the 18 truck. On the 19 truck now, that's replacing Corey Eckes. I mean Christian Eckes
Hmm.
is Daniel Hemrick.
Okay,
This is Daniel Hemrick's best chance to actually win a race.
his
You're in a
final
competitive
chance.
truck.
Hmm.
It's not like you're not in a crappy truck. You're in a
Yep,
competitive truck.
this is his chance. I think this is his final. I really think this is his final chance.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like the fact that Chevy stood by him for so long is insane.
Hmm.
But yeah, this is his chance that he gets a chance now finally. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Also they got Connor Mozak. I finally has a ride because Connor Mozak was like leapfrogging everywhere.
I don't even know who Connor
He
Mosack
raced for a couple
is.
races for junior. That's what I know because of Junior Motorsports.
Okay, okay.
But he's also like up there in age. He's 26 years old.
Oh yeah, he was jumping around last year in Junior's fifth car. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Junior's exactly the 88. Yep.
Hmm.
Exactly. Well, and then they have Jack Wood. He raced for what's this guy's name? He raced for KBM in the
Hmm.
last year of KBM. He raced for them and he wasn't that good.
So we can see how that one goes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the last one. I think GMS. Yeah, they're done. Yeah, it was McAnally that took that truck, but no longer McAnally is on that. On that. They don't have the 43 car in the truck. They changed the number.
Okay.
And then so obviously we obviously the 9 truck is back from CR7 Motorsports with Grant and Finger.
Hmm.
And then Rayon Brothers, you got Frankie Muniz racing in the truck series
Oh,
full time.
full time. I think he's got a lot of star power behind him. He was really decent in his part time. What was it? Part time last year in Xfinity. He
Yeah,
did
but
pretty decent.
something broke at the on his truck in the Homestead race.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the rest of the teams. Like, I really don't know much. Like, as far as I mean, Rev Racing is not racing this year.
Didn't even know that was a team. Rev Racing, real creative.
Yeah, Rev
Well,
Racing. So Rev Racing is the team that brings up like how do I say this, bro? They do the adversity program. They're the one team that does the
okay.
adversity program.
Okay,
They
okay,
had
okay,
Nick
okay.
Sanchez. Remember, Nick Sanchez was part of that. Technically, that was the Spire fourth truck, but
Yeah.
they're not doing it this year because the 2 truck got replaced for the very own brothers.
I'm just ready for Matt Crafton to start swinging again, man.
I think that's about it, man. Hold on. Truck Series rate teams.
What
It's like
uh, what was Jordan Anderson racing? I'm pretty sure.
as I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure that out, man. Like,
Yeah, I don't know too much about trucks. I really don't. Like, I just know about Four Sport, Tricon,
yeah,
GMS,
I'm just
and
naming the big teams. That's why, yeah, like I'm glad we just did this subject already. It's already in and out.
yeah, and it gives us more time
I
to.
know more Xfinity than I do truck because I watch
Yes.
Xfinity more.
Hmm.
So let's move on to Xfinity. This is where the topic gets a little bit hot. We're gonna see a lot of damn rookies this year. Let's go with the defending champions, JRM.
Oh my gosh, their
JRM
lineup.
first, they have their champion. Finally got the champion, Justin Allgaier.
Yep, 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 yep.
And they did retain Sammy Smith, which is
Mm,
that was a
Let's
great pickup by them in the first place too.
with the DEI font. First of all, that number eight
Yes.
DEI font. It's gonna look beautiful on the racetrack.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that. No lie. I'm very excited.
Oh
I just noticed you
yes.
had the winner circle in the back.
Oh yeah, I got the winner circle sign here, and I got another one up here too.
Yep. I need to get one of those.
Oh, I love them.
But yeah, going back to it, yeah, like they do have a little all-star lineup this year because they're bringing in 2 kids that are proven in
Yep.
respective series. Um, we already know Connor Zilic, the boy toy, my little son. That's my son, guys. That's my son. Yeah, Connor Zilic, yeah, they brought him. I mean, I knew eventually he was gonna go this year to Xfinity, but I didn't think it was gonna be JRM, to be honest with you. I was surprised when it was
Hmm.
JRM. And I was so happy for him too in JRM, to be honest with you, the fact that he's getting the call up.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
Carson Quapple.
Yes, because he's gonna Carson Quapple's in the one,
Yeah, the
right?
one.
He's gonna
Yeah.
be in the one, which I mean Carson Quapple and Connor Zilic,
They
they
can learn
both.
from each other, man. They
Oh
can learn
yeah,
from each other.
and they
You
already got
got
a
that
lot
late
of people
model.
behind JRM.
Exactly. You got that late model guy that loves late models, that's his bread and butter, and you got the road ringer on Connor Zilic. So yeah, you got the best of both worlds, basically.
Yep, and then Trackhouse has a deal with I think JRM this year running SVG. Oh gosh, what's the other guy's name? Chastain in the
Josh
number nine
Chastain.
car.
Yep.
But then I got to bring up the number nine car itself. Rockingham, Matt Kenseth. Good
Yes, I was
friends
gonna
with
wait for
Junior.
you to say that.
I am excited to see Matt Kenseth, The Rock. And when we get to, I guess I'm going to go ahead and say Spire. I don't even know what car he's going to be racing. Casey Kane. We'll get to him though.
Well, we'll get to it now, yeah, but yes, Matt Kenseth's gonna be racing at Rockingham. But I was like, damn, Matt Kenseth back in a Chevy.
Hmm. Oh, what a time to be alive.
Exactly. What a time to be alive. Exactly. And then
Hmm.
now, speaking of Casey Kane, we're moving on to RCR.
Oh, he's going to be in an RCR car.
RCR. So obviously,
Awesome.
we already talked about the two drivers that be retained in their Xfinity side.
Hmm.
Austin Hill and Jesse
And
Love.
Jesse Love.
Austin Hill
Yep.
should have had a championship, but we're not gonna talk about that because
Yep.
he
We
wants to take out
all,
people. He wants to take out people against his own will because he's a fucking idiot at times.
hey,
He had
but,
the championship.
hmm he did.
It was in his hands.
And he just had to act out. Like I said earlier, you have to know when to be roughhousing, and then you got to know when to be cautious and
Hmm.
courteous.
Exactly. And it's him, Jesse Love, obviously retained, and then obviously
Hmm.
Rockingham. I can announce, I can announce Casey Kane's gonna be driving the 33 Xfinity car for RCR at the HendrickCars.com.
I can't wait, buddy. I can't wait
You
because
know what's
if
funny? It was the best announcement they made it on a Friday. You know why?
why on a
Casey
Friday?
Kane, Casey Kane Friday.
Oh, the fucking fuck it, Casey Kane Friday. Oh my gosh, yes, you're
It's
right.
another Casey Kane
Casey Kane
Friday.
Friday. I love it. Oh my gosh. One more thing I do want to bring up with that. So anybody that is watching, your mom was a fan of Casey Kane, not for
Everybody's mom's
NASCAR
was a
racing.
Casey. Yeah, anybody that. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna see a lot of Cougars at North or
Every
not Northwest,
female
but
loved Casey
Rockingham.
Kane. Like he was like literally what Chase Elliott should be. But
Oh yeah, but Junior was most popular driver. To be
mhm.
honest, I don't know that the most popular driver award's a
Everybody loved
joke.
Casey Kane. I was like, bro, I remember. I was like, I never thought. I mean, obviously, I was a kid. I was like, what's the hype of this guy? Like, like
With a he Casey Kane had a dying career, like just a bad career all the way. Great, he was a great driver, a
you know
great
what
driver.
happened though? The Everham. That's what happened. Everham
Evernham,
happened.
yes, Evernham happened. Then he had when the medical issues late when his with his Hendrick career, and he's been racing dirt this whole time. Hopefully, he gets the itch and gets back into another car in Cup Series. That'd be
Hmm.
awesome. Or full time
Exactly.
Xfinity. That would be awesome as
Exactly.
well.
And so then that's another Chevy driver. That's two Chevy teams down. Another Chevy team calling. This is where I want to bring my little announcement. Besides Josh Williams
Hmm.
staying at calling, Christian Eckes and Daniel Dye are the two drivers for
Hmm.
the Xfinity side for calling. That's where they brought up AJ to Cup.
I'm not a fan of Daniel Dye. I'm really not. He never, when every truck race I've watched, he's never really
In
impressed
contention.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really impress me too much. I mean,
Eckes impressed me a lot. I love Eckes, bro. Eckes gonna be so good.
oh, Jesus, yes, he is. He tore it up last year. What,
Hmm.
didn't he win Homestead in the truck
Yeah.
series?
No, he
Just
didn't.
to
It was Graham Enfinger that won Homestead.
Enfinger, Christian Eckes. I'm trying to remember. Oh, okay, Enfinger's the guy that's like 90 years old. Sorry. He
90.
was the one that was with Thor Sport for like a long time as
Yeah.
well. I get the two confused all the time, so that's
Yeah,
my
no,
fault. My
Christian
fault.
Christian Neck is like 23, but yeah, Grant Enfinger is like around 50, yeah.
Looks like it.
But yes, they have those two drivers are replacing SVG and AJ, and obviously they kept Kenny Powers, I mean Josh Williams.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
He does
A
look like Kenny
colleague,
Powers.
yeah, I want to round this Xfinity topic off for a colleague. Um, colleague has a better Xfinity program.
Of course they do.
I think they should sell one of their cup charters. I don't know how many. I think they have three cup charters,
Yep,
and focus on the Xfinity side because you have a
exactly.
lot of promise right there with those three guys.
Exactly. I do want to bring up remember that I want to bring up Big Red Machine. Obviously, you probably know. I know you know Parker Kligerman, so
Oh
obviously
yeah,
his
yeah.
replacement is Nick Sanchez.
I I'm gonna miss Parker Kligerman. That 48 car that literally had the yellow font just like Jimmy's.
Mm-hmm.
That spiked lemonade, spiked tea, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
was, sponsored that car was beautiful.
Yep.
Nick Sanchez, great young kid coming up. He's getting some Xfinity time. to get what they're Chevy. They're in the Chevy program, right?
Yep, they're in the Chevy program. Yep.
So he could be somebody that I see excels really well this year
Hmm.
and possibly get a shot with a bigger team.
Exactly. So that's a
100%.
he's part of Spire's program too, by the way, because
Okay.
Gamebridge is coming along with Big Red.
Oh, no way. That's awesome.
So that he
Uh,
did the exact opposite of what, a Spire driver would do. Go race for their truck team and then go to
mm,
Cup. But he was doing it besides, yeah, that's what,
yeah.
yeah. With
Yep, yep.
Cambridge. Um I know you know Parker Retzloff or no?
Parker Retzlaff. Yes,
He
he's the
went to
one
an
that
he went
he's
to
the
another Xfinity team. He is not
uh,
with Jordan Anderson anymore. He went to
he's
Alpha
not
Prime.
okay. Alpha Prime. I have not heard of. I've heard of them, of
They're a
course.
small team.
I just know I'm surprised he had a lot of heat on him after the summer
That's
Daytona
stupid, man. That
race.
was so stupid.
Push the young guy. Push the young guy.
Yep, exactly. And then what else we got here? I'm just bringing up the teams that like. I'm trying to bring Chevy so that we get the Toyota after. I don't care about SS Greenlight. No one cares about them. Viking Motorsports. Matthew Benedetto is back.
Oh, thank gosh. Working his way back up the cup. This boy needs a win. He needs a win. He needs to come back to the Cup Series, get back in that 21 car, that fourth Penske car, and
Hmm.
oh,
And
oh
then Anthony Alfredo went to a crappy Xfinity team. Young's Motorsport.
yeah,
It's
he
stupid, but whatever.
brought his Dude Wipe sponsor with him,
Hmm.
and I think he's going to be in the numbers, what,
42.
78, the 42 this year. Okay, okay, okay.
That's it for Chevrolet. For Toyota, obviously we got the JGR. This is where I'm going to tell you about the JGR ban, basically. It's a brand new team. Like literally, it's a brand new team. They didn't retain nobody. They got William Sawalich. That's that rookie sensation.
Yep,
He was
yep.
supposed to be what the hype of Connor Zillage is.
But
He
I
was
think,
supposed to be that guy. But,
yep,
Connor Zillage took the spotlight away from him, which he's better than him, but
literally
yeah.
another rookie, another rookie.
Hmm.
And then they brought back
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones.
Brandon, no backbone Jones. You know why I
Like,
call him
listen,
no backbone, right?
no, actually,
So 2022, when Ty Gibbs took him out to win a race, he was already booted off the seat to begin with.
yep.
You would think if you're getting booted off the seat, why would you come back?
Yeah, that's. I mean, now he doesn't have to worry about nepotism going on with JGR, though. I mean, to be honest,
Yeah,
let's just be honest there. He don't have to worry about the nepotism. I think it's a do or die situation for him. I
yeah,
really do think it
definitely.
is.
Definitely, yeah, that's for sure. It's gonna be a do or die situation. And then you got another rookie sensation that I like, Taylor Gray. That's the Tanner Gray's
Hmm.
brother.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun because him and Eckes were going at it towards the end of the season of the Truck
Oh
Series. So
yeah.
that's
And
gonna be
then
fun to watch.
they are both okay. Now I remember Eckes. Eckes was in the 19 Napa truck. Okay, okay, okay. Now it's
Yeah,
all coming back to me. There are so many storylines coming from the Truck Series up to the Xfinity. So
exactly.
many rookies. This year is going to be an intense year, all on the CW.
Yeah,
That's what I'm really going to
and
like.
they have a great lineup for CW too. So
Oh yeah, they do. I think what Adam Alexander is
yep,
broadcasting again.
Jamie
I
McMurray and Parker
Kligerman.
Kligerman.
See, I'm more excited for those two. I'm never been a fan of Adam Alexander.
He's
I don't.
okay. He's good, but he's okay. Nothing special. Yes, he's not bad, but he's not good. It's like that guy in the middle, you know?
Yeah, he's the corporate guy that thinks corporate jokes are funny.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, that's the three lineup for for the CW part. But yeah, Brandon Jones, Taylor Gray, and Sawalage. I think Taylor Gray is gonna be really good, but it goes back to see. And then they haven't announced nothing about the 19. I don't know if they're gonna do drivers for the 19, but I haven't heard
If
anything that.
if they do, I see it being the part-time truck, kind of like how Eric
Yeah, like the
Almirola was
All-Star
last
lineup.
year.
Yeah,
Hmm.
basically. And then the Sam Hunt Racing, which is the B team of JGR.
Hmm.
Dean Thompson just graduated from Tricon to Sam Hunt Racing, which
That's
is
awesome.
good because I think Dean Thompson's okay, but I'm surprised he actually got the call up for Sam
Hmm.
Hunt because the fact that he got booted out of Tricon before he got
Yeah,
that seat because he hasn't done anything for me special. The only reason
yeah.
why he's there because Corey Heim is not part of the picture. That's the problem we're having here in this situation. Because it should have been Corey Heim. But
Oh yeah,
again, Corey
definitely.
Heim and JGR are not getting along there. But, what can we do? And then that's JGR, and then that's about it for Toyota. I'm just trying to see if I find anything else. Nope, I do
Oh, hold on,
not.
time out, time out. Breaking news. Austin Cindric is running fourth in the GTD class.
Oh shit! Can you imagine if he wins it?
Yeah, Bob Pockers just posted it. It just popped up on my phone. Sorry, continue.
You're good. Oh, I forgot to bring up another Chevy team. The Jordan and the racing team. Blaine Perkins replaced this guy, Parker Ratzloff, which makes no sense, but
Yeah.
whatever. And then we got Am Racing, which is AKA Harrison Burton.
Am Racing, that's was that the one that had Deegan halfway through the year
Yes.
last year, and then
Yes.
they put Joey Logano in there like, oh yeah, Logano did better, even though he flopped in the car.
hmm
Harrison
And they still
Burton,
haven't even finished. Yeah, and the Am Racing hasn't done much. And I think
yeah.
they don't have they don't have a structure on that team. They really don't have a structure going on that team. That's why Deegan didn't work out for Deegan.
And I think that's what's going to benefit Harrison Burton a lot because with the Wood brothers, they don't run out of Penske's shop. They run out of, I think it's Virginia or
Yep.
something like that. They are far from Penske. They kind of
hmm
don't have the structure like, Penske does. So I think Harrison Burton might actually fit into that. And hopefully maybe Harrison Burton could turn that around.
Bro, he's
I would
plus
hope
3,000 to win the championship.
plus 3,000. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of money.
He has odds though.
That's a lot of money right there.
Yeah.
And that's the Am Racing, and then you got the I guess Ryan Sieg, but they haven't even finished finalizing the entire lineup for their team either.
Well, the Sieg brothers.
Yeah.
Both of them are going to be racing
Yeah,
if it comes
exactly.
down to it.
And then we have the new Haas factory team.
Oh yeah, because of what they're running. What are they running? What numbers? I don't think they're running the 98 anymore, are
No,
they?
it's 41 and 00.
41 and 00.
This is a question I want to ask you. I asked in
Mhm.
the chat and everybody said no, but I'm gonna ask anyways. Do
Mhm.
you think Sheldon Creed wins?
I forgot you went to Haas. Uh, yes, I think Creed has it in him. He has it in him. He is literally the Mark Martin of the Xfinity series. He has been so good. He just, this is a do or die for him too.
Yep.
It's been 3, 4 years in the Xfinity series. He has been with three different teams in like 3 years, and he hasn't won a race, but he's been so close so many
hmm
times.
You want to know something funny?
Hmm.
He's older than Cole Custer.
Well, you want to know what's funny about that? You get rid of the win and you're in. Sheldon Creed's champion. As many second places as he's got.
That's funny.
Oh, so
That's
who's the
funny.
other guy? Who's
Sheldon,
driving
Sam Mayer.
Sam Mayer? I mean, Sam Mayer jumping from Chevy because he was with the junior last year,
I
and him.
think something happened behind the scenes that made him move. Because if he supposedly wanted to go to Cup racing because he thought he was ready to go to Cup and then just to
Mhm.
go to Haas factory Xfinity program, something happened back in the back ending, to be honest with you.
No, yeah. I mean, if Cole Custer doesn't perform, maybe if no, let's just say nothing happened backstage. Let's say Cole Custer doesn't perform in the next gen car like everybody thinks he's going to,
I
and
mean, yeah, yeah.
he'd probably be the number one candidate to go up.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, that's like the Haas factory. But I think Haas, the thing is, I was telling me, oh, but are they gonna have the same, tools and stuff like that? They're
Hmm.
the main source in Ford when it comes to
Yeah.
Xfinity. They
Hmm.
rely, they get relied on for resources in the Ford program. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out, man. It's gonna be interesting about that. Like I'm just looking at Mason Maggia's doing part-time racing. Who gives a shit about him? Travis Anciana is doing part-time too. Travis Anciana is that kid that does like Trans Am racing.
I've heard the name.
Thomas Nzianza. There you go. Thomas Nzianza. He's from Jersey, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he does a Trans Am. He's doing a part-time for Xfinity.
Okay. Well,
And
hopefully get
then
some good time because I mean this Xfinity series is going to be popping for the next couple of years. Because
yeah,
you know Zilich ain't going up, Swalich, oh, what was the other rookie? Mozak, he ain't going up anytime
Mozak.
soon.
Yeah. Well,
I
Mozak and
mean,
Truck. You mean
no, we
Carson Kvapil.
listen. Our the age average age last year for all Xfinity was like what was it? Early 30s, late 30s. The average just dropped to like the
Big
mid
time.
20s, bro. The
Exactly.
rookies, so many storylines.
Jesse Love's like what, 20 years old. Jesse Love's 20 years old.
You need a drink.
Eckes is 24. Daniel Dye is 21. Sammy Smith is 20.
I did not think he was that young. Wow.
I thought Carson was older. Carson's 21.
Oh my gosh.
Who else we got? I'm looking at the age of the lineups. Nick Sanchez is 23.
Yeah,
Sam Mayer is, let me see how old is Sam Mayer. I had it here. Where the hell is
I
he?
just hope there's some fights next year in the
I can't
Xfinity.
wait. Yep. Sam Mayer's
It's
21.
Sam Mayer is 21 years old. Wow.
So Wallach is 18. Taylor Gray is 19.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think the Gray brothers were that young.
Yeah. Dean Thompson's 23. Tanner Gray is like 23 or 24 around there.
Oh my gosh. Such a young lineup for next year. I
Yep.
hope young kids, they're going to be hotheads. They have a lot to learn, and it's going to be amazing. I think Matt Kenseth and Casey Kane are going to do a lot of bump and runs at Rockingham. I
Exactly.
ain't even going to, like, they're going to show these young kids what's up. Not even going to lie to you, man.
Exactly. Do you want to do early bird playoffs or you want to give it for another time?
Early bird playoffs. Well, how much time we got?
10.
10? We can knock out the Cup Series real quick.
Yeah, it's just for Cup. Yeah, just for Cup.
Yeah. Early bird playoffs. Well, you got all four HMS. Bowman's at 50-50. I would say all four for HMS, all three Penske cars, all four JGR,
That's 11.
literally, and then what, three, the wild card factors, I would say, now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking. I got to think about who's in the Cup Series. We just talked about him. I'd say Kyle Busch. I think he's going to get that win this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bubba Wallace is going to make it this year, so that would put us at 13, correct?
Yeah.
I think Harrison Burton, or not Harrison Burton, God, Wood Brothers.
Josh Berry.
I think he has that Harrison sponsor when he was with.
Yeah.
That's why I get so confused now. So yeah, I think Josh Berry has a chance, a really good chance. Carson Hocevar, really great chance.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna hate me for this, but Austin Dillon.
Wow.
I last year he proved a lot. I think he did a lot better last year. I think last year probably was his best year in the next gen car. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan is going to be a wild card race. It's going to be earlier in the year. It's going to be hotter. There's not going to be any weather.
Yep.
Hopefully, there's no weather. So that race, I think, is going to be a wild card
Mm-hmm.
race.
And then I have my four
Hmm.
Hendrick drivers, obviously.
Yep.
Your four JGR, that's 8. Your three
Hmm.
Penske cars, that's 11. Um,
Reddick. I
Bubba
forgot
Wallace
Reddick.
and Reddick, that's 13. That
Hmm.
gives you 3 spots. 3 spots. You know what? Call me crazy. I have all three Trackhouse drivers in.
Why didn't I think of any track house racers?
I have all three Trackhouse racers. I have Danny, I have obviously Ross, and I have SVG winning one of those road courses.
Oh yeah, if SVG does not win this year, he was overhyped.
I don't
That's
think he's
all I'm gonna say.
overhyped, but you know.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think everybody, a lot of NASCAR fans, not saying you, because you knew who he
Mhm.
was prior to coming in.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I like those supercars. Yeah, I watch supercars. It's actually pretty fun.
I didn't even know supercars was a thing until he
Hmm.
came over. They announced that he came over. He came
And
in,
you
won
want
the
to know
race.
something? He's a dirt
Hmm.
driver too.
Yeah, I saw. Didn't he do some dirt stuff over the just this past winter? I
Yeah,
know a bunch of
he
F1 guys came and did a lot of dirt racing too this past year. I think what was that, Snuda? Use
yeah, Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, Yuki
Yep,
Tsunoda.
Snoda. Yeah, I know he was. I know he did some
Yeah,
dirt
yeah, a
racing.
lot of that's why people don't get that. It's not just American drivers that like dirt. People around the world actually like dirt racing.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love dirt racing. I hate playing it on video games, but going to watch it, it's so much fun.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, I know we're big at breaking news and stuff like that. The thing that's killing me right now, Larson's actually, a lot of people are hating Larson for his Chili Bowl win because he was saving the car from flipping and he used the high dirt, went into the wall and ripped something off the wall, which caused the caution, which helped him win, quote unquote. But
Quote
if you
unquote.
watch the video, he was on two wheels. He was about to flip.
Exactly. But
Uh,
you got some haters in the especially in our chat. I'm not gonna say his name out there, but
I, I think I know who you're talking about. There's a lot of haters in the chat. There's a lot of haters. That
and because
is.
I was like, how can you hate each other? Like they said that, how can you guys hate each other among the teams? Just because I like Kyle Larson doesn't mean I have to like the entire HFS bunch.
Oh, exact. Thank you. Yes. We were both Larson fans prior. I have a bunch of 42 card die cast up there. Of course,
Yeah.
I got my
I always trying to
five.
get one of those, though I'm able to find it. I have it here somewhere. Hold on. Voila. Credit one.
On the credit one. Yeah, I got the credit one. I got a couple targets. I'm going to try to get my
I need to
hands on
get
a.
Target, bro. I need to get that Target card, bro.
I need to get the race win from Michigan, his
And I have
first win.
his only time when he had that Nation Guards too.
Yes, I actually have that up top, actually. I have a bunch of them. Oh, I got. Can I flip this camera? Now it's just a. Let me just
Yeah.
show everybody everything. So, like, I have my phone upside down.
Yep.
Oh, let me keep it like this. That's easier.
Oh, you
So,
got the
yeah.
big ones. I gotta get the big ones.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of big ones. Like up here, I have a bunch of Larsons. Every win card he had for 2021, I got. And you're
Yep.
gonna hate me for this one, buddy. I have a whole William Byron shelf
Oh
because the
shit.
cars are that nice. And then, of course, I have my Larson Welcome to Valhalla.
Yep.
I got his championship win car, Nashville win autoed.
Hell yeah.
Um, of course, I got to have the throwback cars on
I need
top
to
of
get
Terry
that five
Labonte's.
one, man. The big one,
Dude,
like the big one.
it's awesome. And of course, down here, I have a custom Kyle Busch. I will always be a fan of the number five. I
Of
don't
course.
care. Casey Mears, doesn't matter who was driving it.
I can't flip the camera, but I have like the on my thing. I have the Larson five. I still have Terry Labonte five. I have the Mark Martin five. So yeah, the trend is going.
I picked something up today. It's actually right here. Um, they have finally released this.
Oh, the
It's
Zane I
this.
saw it today too. Yes.
Oh my gosh! It actually has the flame marks on it.
Let me see. I
It's,
think I have that truck.
I was at Target. I went to Target
This one?
twice. Does it have the burn mark on it?
The what?
The burn mark. Here, let me
Barn
open this
mark. Let
up.
me see.
So, like the back of this car is from where it was fire extinguished.
I don't think that's it. No, it doesn't look the same. Let me see if I can put it closer, but it doesn't look the same.
Oh yeah, no. This one's the one
No.
from it's the Winter Circle edition where he burned his tires and what brand track is this?
Does it have the championship on
Coda.
the top or no?
It's the Coda one. The
Oh,
Coda win.
oh God. Does it have
Very
like the championship thing on the top or no?
no. It's not the
Oh, that's what I
championship
have.
one.
Yeah, the championship one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one where he won at Coda and he caught the truck on fire and they had to extinguish it. That's
My
the best
truck's
part
on
about.
fire. My truck's on fire.
I actually opened that for the first time.
Yes. So
That's
yes.
awesome.
We'll be back before Daytona. I
Oh
won't be
yeah.
here next weekend, so I can't do Monday, or we could try to do it before, so we can have our season preview of Daytona because Daytona's coming soon. 3 weeks.
hmm hmm I mean, we might have to do something on the Saturday before Daytona. Just recap Xfinity because a lot of stuff's going to happen, especially, and we're definitely going to have to do the weekend in between Bowman Gray and
Hmm.
or Bowman Gray. I don't know why I was about to say LA Coliseum. That's the first thing that came to my head. I'm still. I'm gonna just give you a quick preview. I don't see Bowman Gray that being hyped that much. Bring the Clash back to Daytona, run it on the road course one
I would have
year.
just went there. I would have just went to the road course. I'm going out there
Hmm.
already. I was telling Will that, oh, I'm not going to go to the race, but I'm just going to go hang out with you. And it's my birthday weekend. I'm going to enjoy my 30s with you. So that's it.
Oh
Literally,
yeah, go enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's gonna
I,
be a
I, I
party.
get to see the race shop. So it's like the alternative route.
Hopefully you see Larson standing in there.
I need to
I
see
mean,
that.
hell.
I need to go to HMS, bro. I can't wait to go to HMS.
So I wonder, do all the race shops are they like just open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool. I actually really
Mm.
do enjoy that. And sorry for everybody watching. I mean, you're seeing another side of us now. This is just us chatting. We're real down to earth. We're not
Yep.
always reporting about news. We're having a good time.
Exactly. So we'll be back next week, or if it's not this week, it'll be the following week before Daytona. We'll promise we'll give you a clip. Going to Daytona 500, so I'm gonna give you all my experience. Well, us
Hmm.
after obviously, but before we're gonna get you the Bowman Gray, what
Hmm.
happened and what we to expect, and then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. Matt, take us home, bro.
See you guys later. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Peace.